Hello, I'm Randy here. We're playing Farming Simulator 17 on Sosnovka on the RDAllen multiplayer server. And looks like we have somebody else joining here just as we start recording. Anyway, we are doing some chopping here this episode. Actually doing quite a bit of it. Once we're done syncing here, I'll have to show you folks the biogas plant. Let's just say it is filling up again. Okay, and we are joined on the server at the moment by Chris, X-Deck of Jokers, Monty, DJ, BM, Jepic, Frable, Cole, Zach, and Tompez. So quite a few people on the server here at the moment. A little bit unusual, I would say, for this time of day. Usually it's a little bit quieter, but... Tompez, sorry for the long sync. Yes, folks, it is taking a little bit longer to sync on the server here now. Just more equipment. And I suspect it probably had something to do with the trees falling through the map as well. That may have something to do with it. We've lost quite a few trees now because of them falling through the map. But anyway, let's show you folks the biogas plant. So, for those of you who have seen the last video where I showed a full biogas plant, let's just say this one's a little bit fuller. And I do mean, like, probably a little bit fuller. It's, like, really full. Not 100% full yet. I think about where Chris is sitting there. This last bunker needs to be filled up. But the other 4 bunkers are pretty much, I guess what you could say, folks, 100% full. About as full as you can possibly get them. So for the fill levels, we got 2 million in this one. 2.3 million in that one. 2.2 million in this one. 2.2 million in this one. This one will probably have a little more in it once the end one here is full. But yes, folks, we got a significant amount of chaff here. The end one here is not as full, by the way, because of the wall here. That's why the end one. And same thing with the end one here that Chris is on. Once he's done filling this one won't be quite as full either. Still, what, 782,000 in this bunker, which is just ridiculous. And yes, looks like Chris is doing an excellent job here of really filling up this biogas plant. I think this will probably be the fullest. We've tried a few other times, too, to get it full as well. Oh, looks like we are missing a few spots here and there. But yes, like I said, biogas plant is really filling up. We have, on the map here, we got field 23 and 25. Looks like there's still corn yet. Waiting. Oh, 17? Looks like 17 might need to be chopped as well. I was thinking 17 is done. No, it is not. 17 needs to be chopped yet as well. So I'm thinking, folks, by the time we finish chopping those fields, I think we'll probably have this biogas plant just about full, if not really close to being full. Okay, and we're back and joined by Miss Izzy. Yeah, you can see the chaff was going up there for a moment. Anyway. See if we can find a tractor here. Oh, maybe we can't. We have some field work here that can be done. It looks like they're pretty much all set, I believe, on the chaffing there. Just weight on this tractor is just a little bit heavy. Oh, where'd the cultivator go? There was a cultivator here somewhere. If not, we'll start planting. Oh, yeah, there's the cultivator. Ooh, this might be a little large for this tractor. We'll have to see once. Double check. I don't think they need any help chaffing. Yeah, it looks like there's a pretty steady stream of tractors working over there. Like I said, we have quite a few people helping with us on the server here at the moment, so even though it is quite a ways from the biogas plant, like I said, we got a pretty steady stream of tractors. Let's see, well, let's Proxima 120 handle this cultivator. Ooh, a little heavy on the back. Oh, that's right. Something I need to fix there, folks. Every time you push enter to send a message in the game, shuts your tractor off, like, really super annoying. Also, I don't know if you folks see that the glitching there from Tom Pez's plowing. That seems like just a visual glitch on the server. I don't know what's up with that. I noticed that as well when I'm plowing. Seems like it's mostly when you're plowing, you get some visual glitching going on. I don't know what's up with that, but I have noticed that before. And like I said, it's kind of annoying. I don't know why it does that, but... Oh, yes, looks like the Proxima here will handle the cultivator. A little bit slow there at 10 kilometers an hour, but... And yes, for those of you who did not notice, we do have drive control on the multiplayer server here. We added that here a while back. Adds the four-wheel drive and diff locks and all that good stuff. Also adds some basic speed controls there. For example, who was asking that? That was Zach was asking, how do you get the combine, or the tractor to the speed of the combine? One of the features there are drive control. You can have it get the speed from the nearby combine harvester. In this case, I forget the key binding. Is it shift 3? I'd like to say it's shift 3, and it's one of the functions there. Takes the speed from the combine, but I don't recall exactly again without looking at the key bindings. But yes, drive control does add several nice features to the game. Not near as many features as it did back in Farming Simulator 15. Obviously, you know, like manual ignition, camera controls, and stuff like that are now built into the game. Whereas Farming Simulator 15 did not have those features built into the game. So yeah, a little bit lesser features there on drive control than what there were in Farming Simulator 15. But still a somewhat useful mod. And again, for anybody that would like to join us on the multiplayer server here, links are in the description below. There are 2 download links. The first download link should download all the mods needed to join the server. And the second download link will take you to the server download page where you can download the mods individually. Yeah, you can see that visual glitching going on there. I don't know what's up with that. But anyway, we also have a TeamSpeak server as well. At this moment, we still have a password on the server. So if you want to hop on the server, you do have to hop on TeamSpeak to get that password. And basically, like I mentioned in previous videos, the reason we're doing that is pretty much just to keep the riffraff off. You know, most people that are going to cause trouble on a server aren't going to bother taking the time to, you know, get on TeamSpeak, get the password, get the mods, and get on the server. So doesn't necessarily guarantee keeping troublemakers off the server, folks, but it you know, it helps. And that's the reason we are doing that at the moment. And by the way, to join TeamSpeak, folks, you do not have to have a mic. I do get asked that every now and then. Hey, I don't have a mic. Can I join TeamSpeak? Yes, you can still join TeamSpeak. Obviously, if you don't have a mic, you're not going to work as well to communicate back to us, but we can communicate with you. And for those of you not familiar with TeamSpeak, I do get asked that every now and then as well. What is TeamSpeak? For those of you familiar with Skype, TeamSpeak is probably the more preferred gaming voice chat client. Oh, yeah, right. Tractor shut off again. I know somebody suggested I should change the controls on that, and I might just do that. I'm kind of hoping Farming Simulator will actually fix that issue so your tractor doesn't shut off when you're, you know, sending a chat. It's kind of annoying. Also, for anybody that would like their own dedicated server, link in the description below to the Nitrato website, which is sponsoring our current server we are playing on. They offer Farming Simulator 17 servers as well as other game servers. And like I mentioned in some of my previous videos, folks, currently I do have 2 Farming Simulator 17 servers. We have the Very Game servers. That is pretty much the same server I've had for some time now. It's, it's 15 server. Now it's a Farming Simulator 17 server. And then we have the second server here we are currently playing on. We're discussing maybe doing the maize corn map there on these. I kind of call it the first server because that's the original server. But possibly doing the maize map on that server might be kind of an interesting map there. Probably one of those ones you're not going to want to play on all the time, but kind of fun to at least try out. So we might do that on the multiplayer server here at some point. We'll have to see once get it all set up and all that good stuff. Anyway, we'll read a couple comments here. Joe was asking, love your videos, and is the Oklahoma map going to be available for Farming Simulator 17? I'm sure it will be at some point, folks, and if it is, we'll probably try to do that on the multiplayer server. I know a lot of people asked back in Farming Simulator 15 to do that one multiplayer, so that seems like a good candidate for a multiplayer server here at some point, if and when it does come out. Which, like I said, folks, I'm pretty sure it will. It was a pretty popular map back in Farming Simulator 15, so pretty sure we'll see that map again. Joe was also saying raising radishes is not real farming. Planting wheat, corn, and soybeans is. The thing with the radishes, folks, it's not that farmers raise the radishes. They plant them as, I think, more of a ground cover. And to my knowledge, it helps break up the soil. In the game here, it's obviously being used as fertilizer. I don't know if in real life it actually is a fertilizer. I think it's more of a breaking up the ground and ground cover crop. So yeah, it's a little bit different than, wheat and corn and soybeans. But it is still, I would say, part of farming. Like I said, as far as I know, it's more for breaking up the ground, plant the radishes, and it helps to basically loosen the soil up, to my knowledge. Brandon was asking, what part of Michigan are you from? I am from West Michigan, kind of near the Grand Rapids area. Dakota was saying if you tab away from a tractor for a certain amount of period, the tractor will shut off. I'm not sure what that time period is then, but we'll have to see once maybe we can adjust that, because that is kind of annoying. In some ways, it's good the tractor does shut off, because if you accidentally, forget to shut it off and leave it on, then I guess it will shut off after a certain amount of time. But that time definitely does not seem to be long enough in some cases. Hakaday was asking, can you make a video on how to install Farming Simulator 17 mods? Already have a video on that. So if you check out my channel, you should be able to find that video. I have made a couple of how-to videos for Farming Simulator already, and how to install mods is one of those. As well as another requested one is how to use the GPS mod. So actually did 2 videos on that one, folks. Kind of did tried to make it as short as possible. Just go over all the controls in GPS. And then I made a second video, kind of a separate video, actually going through how to set up for certain scenarios such as plowing, mowing, etc. Okay, there we go. That field is complete. I don't know if any other fields need to be cultivated or not. I guess we'll have to check. Actually, you know what? Field 23 should need to be cultivated, I would assume. We'll have to see once, too. If somebody's going to plant this field, we can probably start on that as well. Okay, looks like we got the planter there. Oh, we got a larger planter, too. I did not know that. Probably a little large for this tractor, though, I'm guessing. We'll probably want to use the smaller planter there, the Vaderstad. Yeah, so we're progressing quite nicely on the server here now. You know, starting to make money, get a little bit larger equipment here. Still, like, short on tractors here, folks. On average, we probably have about 10 people on later at night. And yeah, there's definitely not enough tractors and equipment and vehicles to go around for that many people. Let's see what's here. Field 23. Doesn't look like field 23 actually needs to be plowed, but looks like he's doing it anyway. Anything actually else need to be cultivated here? Just check in a moment. It looks like 15 and 20 can be cultivated. Actually, looks like somebody might be over there already working on that. Interesting. I just realized here, field 23 there, Tom Pez is plowing. Looks like it's actually showing as being cultivated. Technically, it should be more plowed than cultivated, but whatever. Let's grab a planter here, then we'll start planting. Let's see, shall we do corn again? Right, tractor shuts off. Keep forgetting that. It's like, why does my tractor keep stopping? I'm just going to have to, like, change the key binding on that so that doesn't happen. Okay, Chris says, sure, more corn. You know, worst case, if you can't fit it in the biogas plant, we can always sell it as well. Okay, seed. We probably should get some seed here. Now, on the Sosnovka map, by the way, folks, you don't have to use the seed pallet. There are actually the refill points, same as they were in Farming Simulator 15. Oh, is the biogas plant actually almost full? Might be. Well, it doesn't hurt. We'll plant like 1 or 2 fields then that way. Like I said, folks, with the corn, you can always... Oh, it's not going to refill? There we go. Just had to be a little closer, I guess. Well, if the biogas plant is almost full, we should just tab over here a minute and take a look at this. How are we looking over? Ooh, it's not almost full. This one's probably good third full here. Anyway, we'll tab back to our tractor here. And yes, we'll just start on we'll start on field 19 here, I guess. I noticed, looks like we had quite a few people leave the server all at once. That was kind of weird. Not sure what's going on there. Like I said, folks, we have had some difficulties with the server here. I'm thinking issues with like the trees falling through the map and such have been causing issues. Not sure if we can clean that up or not, but I'm probably going to look into that, see if we can clean up the save game a little bit. So we've definitely been having some issues here with the server crashing randomly. And I'm suspecting the trees are at fault. I'm not sure. Obviously, we have some mods here on the server, folks, but most of the mods are from Giants, so I don't suspect the mods are really causing issues. At least I wouldn't hardly think so. Here's a scenario. Somebody was asking the other day, if the GPS sets an offset, what do you do about that? Well, in this case, folks, the planter is going to follow directly behind me, right down the center line of the tractor, so I don't need an offset. So I'm actually going to zero that here, at least once I'm done synchronizing. Okay, and we're back. It looks like everybody that left rejoined. Like I said, must have been a connection problem there. So anyway, for the GPS, we're just going to zero that offset. Looks like the width is still right at 6 meters. The reason it added that offset, by the way, is because the planter is a little cockeyed behind the tractor, if you notice. The direction the tractor is pointing versus the direction the planter is pointing. That's the reason for that. Anyway, we'll read a couple more comments here again. Moldy Gaming was asking, is there a way to change the seed bag amount from 1,000 to whatever you want? No, folks, there's not a way to change that. There is, however, a larger seed bag. I think it's a mod as far as I know. I'm not sure if it's by Giants or who made it, but there's a mod for larger seed bags. I'd like to say it's like 10,000 liter seed bags or something like that. Or maybe it's 8,000 liters. I forget the amount again. But there's a mod out there for larger seed bags if you want larger pallets for seeds. I believe it's on the Farming Simulator mod hub. Ace Plays was saying, love your videos, and it would be great if you replied. Have a nice day. Well, thank you very much, and have yourself a nice day as well. Darren was asking, can we get the GPS on PS4? Not to my knowledge, folks. Not that I know if you can get that on PlayStation or Xbox. As far as I know, you can only get the mods that are available on the Farming Simulator mod hub for PlayStation and Xbox. And yeah, GPS is not one of those mods. Yep, like I was just saying there, folks. Looks like everybody that left is rejoined, and must have been a connection issue there somewhere. Aaron was saying, when you make TMR, power food, the hay and silage increases at the same time as the power food does. So you only need to add power food to get all three to increase. You can still add those separately if you wish, but it's not required. So yeah, for those of you who did not know that, when you add the TMR, the mixed rations, that does increase the hay and the silage amounts as well. Now if we go to the cows here. So yeah, when you add the power food down here, which like I said is mixed rations, that also adds silage and grass at the same time. So you don't actually have to add silage and grass if you don't want to. Like he was saying, you can if you want, but you don't have to. Sean was asking, how did you name your hired workers? That is the hired helper mod. Should be a link to that in the mod list I have. The hired helper does some additional things as well, if I recall correctly. But like one of the more noticeable things is the fact that it actually gives your hired helpers names, as opposed to just helper A, helper B, something like that. Alvaro was asking, hey, can I use Courseplay to download in the biogas plant bunkers? For Farming Simulator 17, folks, I don't know. I would assume you can. Back for Farming Simulator 15, obviously you could. I have not started using Courseplay yet for Farming Simulator 17. Supposedly it is out, but a very buggy version of it. So I have not bothered trying it yet. Hopefully once they come out with a fairly stable working version of Courseplay, then obviously, yes, I will be using Courseplay, and probably quite a bit for those who don't like that. But I have always enjoyed using Courseplay, especially for like unloading combines and selling crops. Tristan was saying, shocked he doesn't have anyone running a chase cart. He was mentioning this on my corn harvesting drone video there. It's actually not something you see very commonly where I live, folks, is actually the grain carts chasing the combines, if you will. You do see grain carts out on the field, but commonly the combines actually unload into the grain carts. or the combines actually go to the grain carts as opposed to the grain carts going to the combine. Or what may happen, folks, the grain cart may go to the combine at the end of a row. Might do that, but actually a lot of times the combine actually just unloads straight to the grain cart, and then the grain cart is used to transport it to a truck that's waiting somewhere nearby on a road or something like that. Yeah, a lot of times, at least where I live, again, folks, like I said, don't see the grain cart that often. And a lot of times you'll see trucks just parked right up beside the field along the road there. And the combines will just come straight to the truck and unload straight to the truck. Kind of saves a step in some sense, if that makes sense to you folks. You don't have to have a grain cart or a person running a grain cart on the field. Just have to have pretty much the combine going. Melissa was saying they should bring out Oklahoma map for the consoles. Yeah, that'll be interesting, folks. I don't know if there'll be any modded maps for the console versions of Farming Simulator 17 or not. Not sure how that's going to work. If anybody out there has a PlayStation or Xbox with Farming Simulator 17 on it, have to let me know. How does that work with the mods for the PlayStation and Xbox? Expert Gaming was asking, how do you record Farming Simulator 17 with OBS Studio? And I don't know if I can show this to you folks, and I don't think yeah, I'm not going to be able to access the graphic settings from any of these screens here. But basically, in order to record Farming Simulator 17, what I had to do was set Farming Simulator 17 under the graphic options to windowed mode. So in windowed mode, OBS Studio was able to record Farming Simulator 17. I don't know why that is, folks. Like I said, I think something's a little messed up in the back end of Farming Simulator 17. Or something's wrong with OBS Studio, too, which is possible. Kind of doubt it, though, because OBS Studio works for, like, every other game. Farming Simulator 17 is the only game I've had issue with. So, like I said, I think they're doing something different in the back end of Farming Simulator 17 that's... yeah, that OBS Studio doesn't like for normal game recording. Anyway, just about have this field done here. Looks like field 23 is just about done being chopped there. Like I said, we got one more field. Actually, no, two more fields. That's right. We got 17 as well that needs to be done. So 25 and 17. Going to come pretty close to filling up that biogas plant, I think. Ooh, we're actually going through quite a few seeds here as well. I just realized that. Probably getting to the point, folks, we're going to probably change over to requiring 3 levels of fertilization on the server here. I don't think we've done that yet. I know we mentioned it here the other day. Yeah, fertilizer states is still set to 1. But at some point, we'll probably change that to 3 on the server here. Just to get started with. When we started the server, we changed it to 1 and kind of agreed once we get a little more advanced in the game here, we'll probably change it to 3. Also give people that join the server something to do. I know that's one of the issues here at the moment. We usually have, like I said, folks, about 10, sometimes a few more people on the server, give or take. And finding jobs for everybody on the server sometimes is a bit of a struggle. Especially, when all the fields are planted and we're kind of just waiting around for something to happen. Like, okay, what do we do? Anyway, folks, with that, I think we'll wrap up the episode there. Just a reminder again, if folks would like to join us on the multiplayer server, links are in the description below. By the way, I know someone commented about this as well. You can download the mods from within Farming Simulator 17 as well. There's the option when you go to join the server, download mods. That download option inside of Farming Simulator 17 will not give you the option to download all the mods needed to join the server. So you do need to use the links in the description of this video below. So yeah, just check out the description of this video and the download links there. Like I said, there are 2 of them. First download link should download all the mods, and second download link will take you to the server download page. Like Zach just about has this wrapped up here, a little narrow strip left. And then we also have a TeamSpeak server as well, which, like I said, folks, we are requiring you to get on there at the moment to get the password to join the server. And you don't have to have a mic if you don't have one. So anyway, folks, with that, we'll wrap up the video here. If you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and till next time.